subconscious mind. Now gently close your eyes and bring your attention to the sensations in the body.
And good morning everyone, and welcome to a new special vlog. Not only because it's gonna be an English one, but also because it's Monday, so we're gonna get ready for a new week together. I know that a lot of people hate Mondays, and I used to be one of them. They used to give me so much anxiety, and honestly I can't explain how sick I would feel the night before. But now I think I found a cheat code, so I'm gonna share everything that I do with you to make my Mondays more pleasant, and overall I will just take you guys along with me through the day. I woke up really early this morning without even meaning it, because I was supposed to wake up at 6. My alarm was set for that time, but instead my brain decided to wake me up at 5:45. I think it was more like 5:30, and then I forced myself to go back to sleep, even if it goes against my principles and my beliefs, let's say, because I strongly believe that once you're awake, your brain, even if you try to fall asleep again, will not let you completely. So then even if it seems like you slept a little bit more, you will not feel rested. You will feel the opposite, and even worse than if you would have just woken up and gotten up at the time your eyes opened for the first time. I don't know if that makes sense for any of you, but for me it really does, and I really see the difference when I do so and when I don't. But again, it might be just my brain playing tricks on me. Moral of the story, I had breakfast really early. That's why I'm also starting to get hungry, and it's just like 8:30, maybe 9 a.m. Definitely not time for lunch yet, but I will for sure have another coffee or something like that before then. It will calm my appetite, hopefully. I worked out. I did my usual glute workout this morning. Monday generally means leg day for me, which is devastating, to be honest. That also means that I had to wash my hair, and a thing that I really love to do to start my week right is to have an everything shower. I know that a lot of people do that on Sundays. I used to do that too. I still do sometimes now, but I feel like having that on Monday morning, if of course you have the time like me right now, because I finally finished my classes at uni for my second year, even before I didn't have class on Mondays. I don't know why. I really love that, by the way. I hope it's gonna be like that next year as well. But yeah, usually on Mondays I don't have those strict timings, and I can manage myself however I want. So I will do a body scrub, I will put body lotion, I will take some extra time to do my skincare. I also did some meditation this morning, which I recently started to do again. If you've been following me for some time, like 1 year, you already know that last year I used to do meditation basically every day. Then I stopped. I don't remember for what reason, but let me tell you, it helped me so much with the anxiety that I was feeling at that time, and then I kind of got better, so I didn't also feel the need as much. But I started doing that recently again, not because I feel anxious again, luckily that's not the case at this point, but mostly because I feel like sometimes I'm rushing so much through the tasks of the days, and in general through the days themselves, that I can't feel the time passing, and I don't have the proper time and way to connect with what I'm feeling, with myself, with my goals. I kind of lost track of that, and it's sad, and also it's not something that I want to do, because having my goals in mind, it's what keeps me motivated. I can't afford to lose that, and I've been starting to find meditation helpful again for this reason. Usually in the morning, but sometimes also at night to fall asleep easier and faster. Okay, now the plans are to finish my makeup, which is gonna be quite fast, because as you can see I already have just 1 or 2 steps left, my mascara and my lip combo, and prepare my coffee or my cappuccino, my iced coffee, whatever. Go take a walk, probably in the city center. I just want to see some people. Overall, I just want to try to get out of the house as much as possible, and to romanticize even my work. Where is my lip combo? I lost all my lip products. How is that possible? Guys, I'm not even kidding. Like, all my lip products are gone. There's one. I was going for another one, but I guess this will have to do. Before leaving the house, I have to also hang my clothes on the clothing rack. I did my laundry this morning because I literally had no workout clothes left, and I've been working out and going on walks with random clothes in the past couple of days, but it just doesn't hit the same. If you know, you know. I don't feel as motivated. Oh, I also need to dry my hair, because yeah, it kind of dried a little bit already, but definitely I need to blow dry it, otherwise it's gonna look awful. I'm finally finally fully ready. I'm still a little bit behind my schedule, but my hair is dried. I still have to spray a little bit of hair perfume on it for later if I remember before going out. Now I want to make my coffee, and I don't want to do that with the usual coffee machine that my mom got me for Easter. I want to do that with the other like little thingy over there that I don't know if it has like an actual name in English because it's very Italian. The reason for this is because one, I finished my capsules, but I did that on purpose because I still have lots of coffee from that coffee machine left, and I want to use it. Also, I want to learn to slow down a little bit because the past few months have been go since probably January. I was talking yesterday with one of my friends and I was realizing that since Christmas break I didn't stop for anything. I always had to do something, to study, to work, I don't know, and now it's the time that I'm finally a little bit freer, even if I still have lots of stuff to do, but I can manage it with some more freedom. I want to do that, and I want to learn how to live slowly. Well, not slowly, but a little more than I'm doing right now.
My hands are shaking, stifle my breath. You look so lovely, it scares me to death. I used to get so insecure with you, it's different. Yeah, just something about you makes me so sure. Don't know what it is, but you make me wanna stay. Take a leap of faith. I know that you're safe, I know that you're safe. You'll be my parachute, baby, know you'll catch me whenever.
The coffee is ready. Actually, I made a little cappuccino. My mom called me in the meantime, so I'm definitely behind schedule now, more than I was before. I don't know if it's very convenient to go out now, go to the library, because by the time I sit there, probably it's almost gonna be lunchtime, which might be a little inconvenient. So I think what I'm going to do is just sip my coffee here and get outside in my little garden to work a little bit in the open air so that I still get some sunlight in. Of course, I wear my sunscreen. Work in a different environment than here on my table, because I think that's the most annoying thing. Like, I don't actually mind living in a small house. I find it very practical at times, especially when you have to clean. It's much easier like this. Honestly, I don't need that much space to live by myself. But a thing that I really struggle with is when I have to work or study. My brain kind of has to shift from seeing this table as a lunch space or a dinner space to the focus space in which you really need to grind, to put your mind to it and to get to work. So I think that definitely going outside and standing a little bit in the sun and just changing location might help. In the meantime, I think chose poorly when I decided to make a hot cappuccino. I definitely should have gone for a nice drink because this is burning hot. Today it's turning 30 degrees outside, which is unusual for the Netherlands, and it hasn't been like that for the past couple of days. It felt like it was spring still. Now summer is coming for just a couple of days, because then it will start raining, it will cool down again. This is just how it is, and I kind of got used to that, but it's definitely confusing, and especially when this happens so suddenly, so often, you can't really regulate yourself in the right way. So sometimes also for the most stupid things, you will make an iced drink and then it will be very cold outside, so you will get really cold as well. Or like today, you will make a very warm drink and outside it's gonna be very warm, you're gonna be sweating. Exactly, yeah. I would just stop complaining, sip my coffee, which still turned out amazing, and get to work. And I also added some jewelry, which I love. It really gives me summer vibes, this whole outfit, these colors. The cap is also matching with my t-shirt if you hadn't noticed yet. I also need to film some brand content, so time to lock in. I've been managing to get some editing done in the past couple of hours, and now it's finally time for lunch. I'm very satisfied of how this morning has been. So far I've been very productive. I had a slight change of plans just because there were some unforeseen things that I needed to take care of. My plan isn't exactly going as I expected it to. There are some things that I will probably have to postpone to tomorrow, but at the same time I have been still doing stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Now I'm gonna show you my all-time favorite lunch for summertime, since since with the hot weather I don't really want to cook something warm, and generally you know that I don't really like to cook that much. Plus I finally found fennels in the supermarket, which is very funny to say because I don't know why it felt so incredibly difficult to find them in the Netherlands. Maybe it was just me, maybe I wasn't looking hard enough. I have to admit that they were hidden in a part of the supermarket where I never go. I don't know for what reason, I'm just not used to. Anyways, if you're searching for a very quick, very easy meal inspiration, this one is for you. So we're gonna grab some mozzarella, baby carrots, fennel, and a cucumber, but it's not what you expect. Let's put everything here. You want to take a coffee cup, put it in the center of the plate. Then balsamic vinegar, it's like the main character of this recipe. Pour it a little bit in here. A splash of olive oil and a little bit of salt. Mix it all together. And here you have it. Basically now you're gonna grab your veggies. This is amazing.
From the house compressing that. Bye,
and now I have 2 hours of English tutoring. I'm a little bit late, so I really need to join, but I will talk to you later. Ciao!
Label the fear pushing down to combat losing light. Gaining your ground.
It's currently 8:22 p.m. By the way, I'm obsessed with this song, Sapphire by Ed Sheeran. I heard it for the first time at the concert that I went to in Rome like already 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Time is flying by so fast. I'm not really sure how long it was. It feels like yesterday, and at the same time it feels like it's been such a long time, so I'm not really sure. Today it's also like the last day of June, even though you're gonna see this vlog much later because I'm pre-recording a lot of videos, a lot of content, since I will be away for the holidays in a while. This vlog is probably quite confusing because it's been a little bit of a roller coaster. There have been a lot of things that I couldn't film because they are work in progress. You're gonna see them in a while. I need to brush my teeth. As I was saying, I'm batching lots of content since I will be away for 2 weeks. I will film some more exciting contents there, of course, because I'm going to an amazing place. I actually can't believe I'm visiting it. It's been one of those places, you know, when you're young and you think, oh, I'm never gonna go there. That's the place. I haven't told basically anyone about it except for my family, of course, with which I'm going. This makeup remover, by the way, highly recommended. It does wonders. I had to skip my hot girl walk today, but yesterday and another day last week I walked like double my daily goal. So instead of 10k steps I walked like 20k, which is quite great. Today I really had other priorities, and especially because I worked out in the morning, I still kind of got some movement in, so that was fine. It's not about losing weight or whatever, it's simply like a mental health thing, so that I make it like a big deal to kind of do some movement every single day because it takes a lot of pressure off. It's a way to let out the stress of the day. It's just a good coping mechanism. I could have gone on a walk now since it goes dark at 11 here, but honestly I still need to edit lots of stuff. I've been spending the whole day in front of the computer. I'll use this one to wash my face. Another highly recommended product. Then I go with this serum from The Ordinary with niacinamide and zinc. I'm pretty proud of my skincare routine at the moment because I think I found the perfect balance among all the products. Overall, I found some great products, which is not to take for granted because I struggled so much with my skin in the past, and even now sometimes I do. And here she is. No matter how many hydrating creams I try, I always go back to her. And this was my very simple, very efficient skincare routine. The thing that I like to do in the days when I still have to work past a certain hour, which is not always pleasant, but it's something I have to do, is just get ready for bed and then work from comfy of it. So it still feels like I'm going to bed early, but then I will get some more work done. I've been here for the past couple of hours trying to get some editing done, but I'm super exhausted. I barely edited the TikTok and the Instagram reel that went out right now because I'm trying to post every single day, so I needed to get something out, and I managed to do that, but I was so slow because I was so tired. I decided to have in the background Cruel Intentions, which is the new TV series that I started. I'm not quite sure I like it yet. It's time for me to go to bed because I'm super tired. Even if it seems still daytime, it's actually like 10:30, so since I will have to wake up really early tomorrow morning, it's time. But I wanted to say that last week I watched We Were Liars and I was pretty surprised by it positively. I didn't expect it to be that nice. I really had high expectations because of course all the hype that has been made around it, but still it was a very good TV series. If you haven't watched it yet, you should. Now with Cruel Intentions, I also had high expectations because Ailey recommended it to me, but I don't know, it just, maybe it's not my kind of TV series. Has some of you ever watched it, and what do you think of it? Should I keep watching? Because sometimes if I get bored at the first 2 episodes, it's not a good sign, and I think I should stop it.
The next day.
Rise and shine! I decided to take you along with me also for a little part of today, since I have some things that I was supposed to do yesterday that I didn't finish, or I didn't manage even to start because I was really caught up in the editing process, and a lot of times this takes way longer than I anticipated, so then I have to move some things around to be able to do everything within the week. That's my main goal. So if some days I end up not doing everything on my to-do list, it's not that big of a deal. I will just do that within the next couple of days. This is what's happening right now. I'm planning, actually before planning, I am habit tracking for the last days of June, and then I will have to plan the whole month and set up the journal for July, because today it's officially July 1st, which is insane to me. I don't have much time in this moment because I will have tutoring in half an hour, but then I will have for sure to plan everything and also do a little bit of work for the internship that I couldn't do yesterday, but today we have a call, so I definitely need to do that. Sometime has passed since this morning. It's now I think 5:30 p.m. Yeah, I even got the time right. I wanted to share with you my journal setting for each month. This is my beautiful journal that I got a couple of years ago from Stationery Paul, and I'm super sad because it's almost coming to an end. There has been my entire life for basically 3 years since I started living abroad. This is insane. On the very first page there are all the different uni faculties that I wanted to search up and to inform myself about for moving to the Netherlands. That's not the point of this anyways. As you know, I have been like goal setting and habit tracking for the past, I guess, 2 years at least. I've been perfectioning this technique for the past couple of months especially. What I came down to are 3 main pages, and then the budgeting part I decided to do it digitally because it's way easier. Just on Excel I put everything there and it calculates itself, so I don't have to do it myself, and that's a good thing for a person that doesn't really love math. The first page are the goals of the month. There are always 3. Then there's the general to-dos page and the habit tracking page. I have to do the same for July. So far I just did the goals page. For the general to-dos now I will go through every agenda that I have, every small notebook, my Apple calendar, to see what are the main projects to work on this month. I will do a general brainstorming. This really helps me to just get everything down and to free my mind from all the bladder links that are in there. I will basically track the same habits as the previous month. That are waking up before or at 7, reading, hot girl walk, workout, 2 liters of water per day, balanced diet, me time, going out, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So for each day that I post, I will color a little block. Podcast, learning, uni study assignments, and English tutoring.